What? No, it's a... Oh, yeah. What? Was that tree really in the way?
Yeah! It was super in the way.
Doesn't seem like much.
Thank you for moving forward.
Sure. No, we're here. I can move this.
Hey.
How's it going?
Okay, how are you?
Alrighty. I didn't ask you how you like the eggs.
Did you get me more?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But how did you like the last batch?
They're great. Farm fresh.
Yeah. Farm, front yard fresh.
Yeah, it's the first time I had like eggs from not a store.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you notice anything?
The yolks are like brighter.
Yeah.
Like more orange. Yeah.
I don't. It's not a test. I just was curious. I was just curious if you noticed the difference.
This is gonna be on my employment review.
Yeah,
or
your employment
something.
review.
Yeah.
Your egg observance
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah. So I have a question. I've been doing I've been counting the Omer.
Nice.
Getting those emails from Rabbi Yael. Don't remember.
Levy?
Yeah.
Away in. Yeah, they're nice. Very nice.
And they keep referring to, well, in my head, like God as mystery, like capital M mystery, which I think is really beautiful, and I'd never heard anybody use that term before. Is that common?
Well, that's a good question. Well, how do you understand it? No, like when you read that, like what does that mean to you?
It means God or spirit or like a higher power.
Right. No, I just meant what the word mystery evoked for you. I mean, when I hear it, I think about like, that God is not really definable in a concrete way, or that we might approach God from multiple ways and understand God differently. And that sort of leaves it open.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely makes sense. I also, why I appreciate it is this idea of like surrendering to the mystery, the power, this intelligence that understands things from a different perspective that's greater or different than mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought it was like really, really beautiful. And I like the idea of naming God different things.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm sort of wondering what words you use.
I didn't realize I was gonna be like, is this part of my performance review?
Yes.
I see.
Yes, definitely.
Theological questions first thing in the morning. It's interesting. I had this insight the other day that I hadn't really thought of before, but was because I went to talk at that middle school.
Oh, right.
And they had prepared a bunch of questions for me, and one of the questions that they asked me was YHVH, and what does that mean? And that's sort of like a stand-in for God's name sometimes. Right. And it just got me thinking about, like, at least in like academic writings or in some writings, and it's standing for Hebrew letters, Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey, and which is meant to be a name of God. But it's what I was explaining to the students was that it's like not pronounceable. That the tradition is that we don't pronounce those letters as they're written because we can't. Like the tradition of how to appropriately pronounce God's name has been lost. And so we use stand-ins, we use other terms. Yeah. But I guess it just got me thinking, that what does it mean to like not name something, or for something to not be able to name something? And that it's like when you name something, you you're defining it, right? You're defining its essence. And to say consciously that we really can't name something, like we can't name God, sort of opens it up to a whole host of understandings and interpretations, with the recognition that our understandings and interpretations are sometimes limited just by our human capacities.
Right.
Anyway, it was just something I hadn't thought of before until I was asked that question about the name. So it was interesting.
I mean, that also...
And that was just a long extended dodge of your question.
No, that was great. I mean, I'm thinking, like, I think as humans we name things, we try to put order on things. Like, if we can't name it, can we know it? Like, if we can't name God, can we know God?
But we do apply names, right? Or maybe they're just qualities, like mystery is in some ways. It's interesting because it's a name that's not a name.
Yeah.
And I like to think about God. When I think about God, I think about just the sense of that which is greater than ourselves. That there's always something that's greater than us, that we're beyond our humanness, and whether that's love or relationship or compassion or there's ideas that things that are greater than us that we can tap into at times or reflect on, and just it's something that humbles us as humans. And that's the way I've been thinking about it recently. But you could ask me next week and I could have a different answer to that question. Well,
thanks for letting me put you on the spot.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't even have my coffee yet, but theology before coffee. I'm going to go have my coffee now and then you can ask me again.
All right.